What's up, beautiful BeawCast listeners? I'm so happy that you guys are here. It's actually raining right now in LA.
Our first rain in like months.
It's like long overdue. I love when it rains for multiple reasons. The first one is our city gets cleaned up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so then I don't I'm not there's not that much smog. And then another reason is I don't regularly wash my car. So now I'm like, yeah, my little buddy is getting a little bath. And then
your little buddy is
clean. I think of all these inanimate objects as having like souls and stuff.
Your makeup's fucking on point today.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
Thank you, baby.
You look really good. Like you just went to Sephora or something.
Thank you. I literally did nothing different.
It looks really good. I don't know if you like finally shaded symmetrically after all these years.
Maybe.
Or you drew like actually on the lip line instead of going over it.
I don't even use lip liner.
I don't know.
And that's actually a technique to make your lips look bigger. You go outside of the lips. So don't even get me started, okay?
Okay, fine.
But no, I'm super stoked. And then it's really gloomy, so it makes me want to stay home and like drink some tea or something warm and have blankets and stuff. So I love that.
You know what I'm the most stokedest about?
Seeing the snow on the mountain.
Yes. How did you know?
Because I know you, Bo.
Do you really?
I don't know. I don't even know myself anymore.
That's
I've been
true.
going through like so much self-discovery and like trials and tribulations right now in my life these past couple of months that I'm learning so much about myself and people.
Can
But
I say
mainly
something
about myself.
Can I say something controversial?
I don't know. I'm scared. Is it about me?
No.
Okay, then yeah.
I'm kind of going through that too, like watching you discover yourself, but I'm also discovering myself.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the things that I realized I said as a 10-year-old, I'm like, I'm fucking dumb. I take that back. 20-year-old, I'm dumb. I take that back.
Yeah.
And just as I get older, I find new meaning in life.
Yeah.
And I realize life never gets easier.
Yeah.
And it's just hard. And there's just a lot of twists and turns still up to come. So I actually completely relate to people that want to commit suicide.
Dude.
I can completely see why people are like, man, fuck this shit. I got all this shit, and then I'm only fucking 20 years old, and I got more fucking shit to deal with. I want to end my life.
I get it.
And then so I'm like, fuck, I completely get you, because like if killing ourselves was easier, like it was like pulling the plug, like literally like pulling the charger out of the wall.
Everyone would do that.
I think
I would do that.
We would all be like, fuck it, and then like no, and try to like put it back in.
Yeah.
But it's hard, you know. It's kind of hard to kill ourselves. Thank whatever being that created us.
Yeah, absolutely.
To make it a little bit harder, so we don't just all fucking pull the plug on ourselves.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that. Yeah, and it is very controversial to say that. But I think the silver lining in all of that is so yeah. I've been going through a lot of self-discovery right now, and I felt like I was like completely alone. Like people just don't understand what's going on in your head because you don't understand what's going on in your head, right? And I felt like that. I felt like, holy shit. Like it would just be easier for me to just bounce at this point. You know what I mean?
I see that, and that's all why, like, you know, when I'm younger, I see people bounce, or even like Joe's dad, right? Like midlife crisis, bounces, fucking no notice.
Yeah.
And like when you're younger as a kid, you're like, wait, you're my caretaker. What a fucking coward, you pussy ass.
Yeah.
Right? And you get older, you're like, I see why you did that. Shit got fucking hard. You got a yapping ass wife. You got a fucking
no, come on now. You're making jokes.
Hyperactive ass motherfucking kid.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's still, I feel like it's, but that's what life is about, right? Like, it's like this uphill battle. And then once you make it to the top, it's this beautiful view, right? And you're like, okay, well, I've been up here for a minute. Okay, now time to go back down. And now, like, you're going again through your trials and tribulations. And now you gotta, because like the more when I hit that point, and I haven't hit that point many times in my life, but when I do hit that point, I'm like, fuck.
Your makeup's so good, it's distracting.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You've never focused that much. I like how we're talking about something
You
pretty
look
serious.
like a fucking doll right now, like a fake mannequin or something.
Wow. Thank you, Papa. I don't even know. Maybe I'm sleeping.
Or maybe you had a good night's sleep.
Maybe. Thank you, baby.
You look good.
Because I didn't even take a shower this morning.
Oh, is that what the smell was?
Aw, come on.
Just kidding.
No, but yeah, like I was going through some shit, and I'm just like, damn, like I get it. I get why people, they just feel so cornered and alone. And I know there's other reasons, right? Like sometimes it's a chemical thing or whatever. But at least for me and my personal experience, I'm like, fuck, I can see I was getting there, you know. But lucky for me, I have an outlet, which is you, and I had friends that I can talk to and just different points of view, and that definitely helped me. But yeah, I completely empathize.
How much of you do you think I know?
I think you know,
because like, you know, like a lot of people, or I think all people, they don't even know themselves.
Yeah.
Right. So like whatever 100% of entity you are.
Yeah.
You might even know only 90 or 80 or something.
Possibly.
And also the emotional state you're in.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes like you make a decision when you're emotional.
Yeah.
And then later you look back and it's almost like you're under the influence of drugs and you're like, fuck.
Drugs, aka emotions, ego.
Yeah. You're like, Wait, like what? Why the fuck did I do that? That's not me.
Yeah.
Right. So like, but you don't even know that until you're pushed there.
Right.
Or you don't even know that
until you're pushed there. Some ugly shit happens and someone forces that in your face.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if I ever shared this story publicly, but remember when we were like really reconnecting a few years ago and then we were taking ecstasy?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, fuck. I finally remember why I started getting into all this fucking like alpha type bullshit. And it was because in junior high, in 6th grade, everyone is just kids still, you know? And then I remember we were just all talking shit like we always do. We just fucking roast each other back and forth. And then I remember like in 7th grade, one day this guy was like, what do you think about him? And I was just always fucking around, roasting. And then this dude named Philip, I believe, and then I forgot the other guy's name, Daniel or something. They came
told
to
that guy.
Huh?
They told that guy
all
this shit?
They came.
Wow.
2 dudes came to my house.
Yeah.
And I'm a late bloomer, right? So 2 dudes came to my house with fucking Adam's apples now, 6-inch growth spurt. Douche. Yo, boy, I heard you been talking shit. And I'm like,
wow.
And I'm like a fucking kid still.
Yeah.
So I look through the peephole and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I thought we were friends. I thought we were fucking around. And they start throwing rocks at the door. Like they seem very belligerent, very violent. And I don't even think I really got a taste of like violence, gangsterism, or anything like that. Like I'm for sure I was mischievous, but I was more of a goofball.
You were sheltered from all that.
I wasn't
the bad boys.
Yeah, I wasn't like scrapping every day and stuff like that. And so when I felt that, I curled up next to the couch, you know, and I was so fucking scared. And then I sensed them looking through the window like, what the fuck? See you watching TV in there. I know you're in there. And that was the most scared I ever was.
Yeah.
And then I remember calling my mom. I'm like, hey, there's these 2 dudes. I think they really want to kick my ass. I feel really scared. And then my mom ends up calling like one of her guy friends to come over to check it out. And during that whole time, I was like, I felt really ashamed when he came, you know, because they were gone, of course. But I was like, fuck, my own safety and well-being, I don't even have control of. It's not in my hands. And I'm like, I think from that point on, I think I had this internal switch that was like, from now on, I'm going to be.
You had that Arthur moment where he like balled up his fist and he was like, never again.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to be, because I think I was so ashamed that I didn't know I was a little bitch, because I didn't even know what a little bitch meant, you know, when you're not pushed to those things, you don't know what you're made of. Yeah. But then I was like, fuck, is Bart this fucking couch crawler? Like his fucking couch curler? Like what kind of fucking little bitch am I? So I think from that point, I think there's this internal switch. I'm like, fuck that. I'm always gonna start fights. If I get my ass beat, I'll fucking die trying.
Wow.
I'm always gonna lift. And I think I just started to try it. And I wanted to be a Marine. And then like I got into gangs. And then I think from that point, I kind of redeveloped myself to the point where I have this new complete identity. So by the time I met all of you guys in JK, like that's the Bart you guys know, right? Okay, this guy loves to lift weights, he loves to fight, he's military, loves to shoot guns, and he seems kind of like an alpha dude. But then deep down inside, when I was fucking 11, I was a little ass bitch, and it's okay
to be a little bitch at 11, by the way.
But it took that to let me learn about myself.
Damn, I don't know if I had that type of moment. But I know that I was getting bullied a lot growing up. And I just thought that was life. Like, you just fight back. So I don't know if it like maybe for some people it's that turning point, and others it's something that that's just in their character, like in their DNA. Because just from what my family tells me, I've always been kind of feisty. And
I think also because you had brothers and sisters, so you kind of had that environment. No one really picked on me. You know?
My little sister had that environment too, and she turned out completely different than
But
me.
you guys could have all been way older. So there's just less bickering with her, you know?
Possibly.
I think I grew up on my own.
I tried to carry on the tradition. I fucked her up. I was an idiot kid, okay? I didn't know any better.
I mean, not everyone's an idiot.
Yeah.
So
I'm still a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And then, so I think, yeah, like I was just the goofy kid that all one day got checked and checked hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, shit's real out here.
Yeah.
If I don't protect myself, no one will, you know?
Yeah. And I think it's natural, right? Because we only know. So I guess going back to your initial question of how much of me do I think that you know?
Yeah.
It depends on the situation. I feel like for certain situations, you know me very well and you know me better than myself. Because you're kind of like an outsider looking at the
so
stuff that I'm doing.
I do have a different perspective.
Yeah, because like you will call me where you're like, wait, that right there, that's not you. That's not what you really mean. And I'm like, shit, you're right. Yeah. So I think it depends on the situation. You do know me very, very well. But yeah, I would agree that we're constantly changing and evolving. So there's things about myself that I'm discovering and uncovering that I'm like, oh shit, like no one would have known that, you know, because I didn't even know that. And I guess the same with you. Like, I don't know if I ever think about how much I know you. I just feel like I have this trust in you and I've seen your pattern. So if anything kind of falls out of line from that pattern that I've seen, then that's when I go, oh, wait a minute, what's happening? Because the stuff that I already know, that's not fitting in with that. So something's changing or something's not good. So I don't think I ever really consciously try to like pay attention to how much I think I know you, if that answers your question.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then I guess going back to like the whole suicide talk, because we did kind of just fall off from that. And I feel like it's a pretty important thing to talk about. Yeah. So I gained this crazy amount of empathy for people that are in that state. And I'll never be like, damn, that's so fucking weak. Because it's not.
I don't ever go, that's fucking weak.
Yeah, absolutely. You did not say that. Absolutely.
I mean, just even with like, because I think I've talked about suicide on like all kinds of platforms, JK News, Instagram, wherever. But I think the one part that I do disagree with the public, and I don't know if I'm misinformed, so forgive me if I'm ignorant, but when people are like, when they don't want people to commit suicide and they're like kind of like almost like stopping them, I feel kind of weird about that, because I'm like, if people want to end their life and that's their choice, isn't it self-righteous for someone else to go, no, I know your life better than you. You don't want to end your life.
Well, maybe. Because it's kind of hard to say that, right? Because now that's assuming that the person that wants to end their life is doing it in a very sound space, like headspace. You know, for the most part, people want to end their life not because it's a good thing.
What if someone had the most logical explanation? Like, you know what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
This is the why I want to do it. I'm sound space. I'm good. I take a logical test, emotional stability test, pass flying colors.
Yeah.
Then is it okay?
I don't know if I'm the person to answer if things are okay or not.
Or what's your opinion on it?
It's hard. It's hard because I don't know. Like I don't own anybody, right? I'm never going to own anyone.
Yeah.
Even Taika, I made him with you. He's my son, but
he's his own thing. Yeah.
I don't own him.
Yeah.
You know, so I think at that point, let's say it's Taika that wants to do that, right? He takes these evaluations, he checks in all right, and he's like, hey, I'm good. I've had my fill. I think I want to bounce.
I'm just tired of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would be completely devastated.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd be so fucking devastated. And I would really just try to talk and not in a self-righteous sort of way. I would really try to understand his thinking and
I would try to trick him.
To do what? To stop?
Like, because I really want to. And I'm like, that could ball? And then he might be like, fine, one more time.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. That's a hard place to be in, because again, like, people don't normally want to end their life because everything's going their way, you know? At least when I was feeling that way, it was because I didn't have control over anything. I'm questioning myself. I'm like, fuck, like, should I even be here? Like, you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't feel like you have control, right?
Yeah.
And I think everyone feels that in waves.
Yeah.
You know, like You don't feel control at a certain time. Then you don't feel control again. And then you don't feel control again. And you don't feel control again. And you constantly don't feel control. So like we were just talking with like Brandon and Julia the other day, like the day and age where like the way our parents were, you find a job and you clock in, clock out for 20 years straight and you're done with work. It's over. Like everyone that I know, they're switching jobs every 3 years from this company to that company to that company to that company. Everything is moving so fast that I feel like the twists and turns of the previous generation is multiplied by 10 today. So I'm like, of course everyone's so depressed because the stability, it's like, it's way more unstable than before. Like in terms of like nourishment and resources, food, that's good, right? But like like I was even thinking about like sense of self, right? Like before, I think we had such a strong connection with home because the sense of self was, oh, you want to reach me? Call me at my home. You want to reach me? Write me a letter to my home. So you and home, that's your identity. Now people's identity is them and the phone. You want to reach me? Call me, text me, DM me, and that's my phone. So now that's why I'm like, oh, no wonder why people get so freaked out when they lose their phone, because it's like their house burned down.
Yeah.
Right? And then now people also don't even have this mindset of, I need to buy a home. Like, dude, I could be so mobile because their sense of home is now in their pocket, so they can go anywhere. But because that sense of home is in their pocket, their life is so much more unstable. Not in a good or bad lens. It's just objectively unstable, where they're not living in places for like 10 years at a time anymore. It's a year here, a year here, a year here, travel here. People even fantasize about, oh, I would just love to live in a different country every single year. So there's just way more twists and turns than the last generation, whether for better or worse. And I'm like, I don't know if our human minds are meant to handle this much crazy shit.
Let's talk about that. But before we do that, let's introduce our first sponsor. All right, so our first sponsor, I'm happy to introduce. It's Figs. If you guys haven't heard of them, you should be. They make scrubs and a bunch of medical attire, mini scrubs. But if you've seen scrubs, the old school style, they're not very flattering. They're very boxy. They look very stale, very rough.
They look like jail clothes.
You used to wear scrubs, right, when you were interning?
Yeah. But then these Figs ones, they didn't have them back then, but now they're thinner and they're even way more form-fitting.
They're thinner, and then they're joggers. I actually got a pair just because they look really, really comfy. I got some joggers and they have a bunch of different compartments for like pens, for a wallet, for your cell phone. So
they're really comfy.
I absolutely love it because they don't even look like scrubs anymore.
No.
They look like really cool tactical
casual clothes,
joggers, like athleisure wear.
I think it actually they make really good for traveling clothes. So if you're like me, where you get super hot, they're thin and they're soft, and it has all these compartments. So for me, when I'm traveling, I want pockets because I could put my passport here, put my phone there. I want to keep track of everything, and it has all these pockets all over the place.
And they come in a lot of really cool colors, not just that green or that white that we're all used to seeing. It comes in black. They come in like really cool. I've seen tan, burgundy. So it's really cool. They make it for women and for men. So there's different cuts.
Do they make it in orange? So if people in jail, they want some comfortable ones?
They can fit in. Yeah. No, they don't make it in orange, but definitely check them out. And
maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. But remember, the holiday seasons are right around the corner. So if you know anyone in the medical field, or just for yourself, you just want some comfy pants,
travel pants,
or tops, to travel in, then for you guys, on your first order, you guys are going to get 15% off if you go to wearfigs.com. That's wearfigs.com and enter code BEAW. That's BEAW. Again, that's wearfigs.com. Enter code BEAW. BEAW. And we're back. I don't know, right? Because I think when we were like nomadic and shit, like we did a lot of that. Like we traveled a lot and we were in like groups and stuff, you know? Maybe what's happening.
There's that stability. We're like your tribe.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, there's a sense of something. Whereas tribes are changing, locations changing, geography is changing. And it's like,
I don't know. You don't think the human mind's pretty advanced and adaptive?
It's fucking advanced and it's fucking adaptive. I could just tell by all the fucking meth heads that clean up and they're still normal.
Yeah.
But like that's pretty crazy. And then the fucking
And they
700
can get off of
people.
meth, and then they're awesome.
And the
they're
700-pound people that aren't dead yet.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But we're also so far from what we were evolved to be. Like if you're an animal, you got like maybe 4 things to worry about: fall, spring, winter. What was it? I didn't pay attention to school.
Summer.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what do you? You're stuck on summer.
Yeah, you got like 4 things to worry about, right? And then you want to fuck, you want to fight, and
you want to survive and eat
and sleep. Like there's a handful of things you got to worry about, right?
But the fucking handful of things are pretty severe, man.
Yeah.
That's huge.
But this day and age, we want to eat, right? But not, okay, so that means we need a job that pays us money, right? But now does it satisfy our passions? Okay, that's one check mark. Then it's also like, but what are the benefits? Do I get health insurance or whatever? And then also, how do I like the work culture? How do I like my coworkers? Do we wear uniforms? Are they flexible? So it's before it was like salmon, I eat salmon. But now it's like you get the salmon and then you're like, wait, does this have good benefits? So there's just like so much more additional layers that are added on top of it. And I'm like, fuck, this is
So you think we're a little bit spoiled?
No, not a little bit spoiled. I think we have a lot more problems and considerations that we didn't have before. And I think that's very anxiety causing. So like I completely relate and I understand when people have a shit ton of anxiety now.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of stimulus and a lot of like things we don't really have to be concerned about.
And have control over.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like Michael Jordan, right? He's like, I'm just good at basketball. Sponsorships will come to me. Do a couple of press conferences. Cool. This day and age, you take someone like LeBron. He has to be good at basketball. Also good at social media. Then he has to be like, then they're like, how do you feel about the China-Hong Kong situation? And he's like, I got to say something. Bites him in the ass. And then that might affect some other charity shit he has going on, affects the food he puts on the table with his kids. It's like what it takes to be a basketball player today is whoosh, compared to like back in the day, and it's everything's like that.
Yeah. Well, I think the dope thing about all of that we're saying is we all have the power of choice, right? So like kind of going back to the suicide thing that I was talking about, like luckily for me, I had my outlets. I had people that I can talk to and I wasn't so in my head. So I was quick to be like, whoa, like it was more of a fleeting thought than something that really stayed there. And I was like, holy shit, I'm really in a bad place, but I chose to talk about it and get it out there. Cause I'm like, whoa, this is not me, like this is maybe a small facet of me. Cause it's there. I'm like, but this is not me. I need to get help. But then now with your like LeBron example, right, where there's like a lot of like it's harder to live now.
There's way more considerations than before.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened to my throat?
Going through puberty again, maybe.
Yeah, it's all choice, right? Like if he wants to get his word out or his name out for the charity that he's doing, or his next shoe, or I don't really know too much about LeBron, but like whatever he's trying to promote, it's all a game and it's all part of the bigger plan, like the big picture plan. You know what I mean? But someone like Kobe, for example, like when is he really promoting shit?
But he's
like,
also done basketballing.
He is done, but before then, I mean, he wasn't really pushing or promoting anything really. So he made it a point to kind of stay out of the limelight, unless it was like bad publicity. But like he just wasn't someone that was in it like that. There's just people that just choose not to be part of that world. So I think there's always that choice. But yeah, you're right. Like there's like a lot of considerations now that we do have to take into account. And I think maybe it's a US thing.
I think there is a choice, but I also feel like sometimes it's not a choice.
What's the time that it's not a choice?
So like Isaac, for example, right?
What Isaac?
Tiff's Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
So how many times has he brought up he wants a phone? Right?
Yeah.
He just wants a phone because all his friends have phones. Casey and Tiff, they're like, I don't know you just yet because you seem kind of young, so I don't want to give you a phone.
Yeah, they're pretty firm on that.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, he has a choice to have a phone.
He doesn't have a choice.
What do you mean?
You're saying Isaac has a choice to have a phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's if you put yourself in his shoes,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like he has a choice. You know, like when you're a kid and everyone has it, it seems like you have to do that. So that's when you start building that gap against your parents, because you don't feel like you have a choice, but your parents, because they know more and been through it, they go, oh no, there's a choice and I'm choosing not to give you the phone.
Yeah.
So the kid is perceiving it as, oh, you're choosing to fuck me? That you're choosing to fuck me over? Because you know all my friends have phones and I don't have a phone, right? And then so that's that next level of consideration. Now the new kids, probably by the time they're his age, not only do they have the phone, they also have social media. And then so yeah, it's your choice to have social media. You cannot have it or have it, like I think factually and objectively. But if everyone has social media, do you really have a choice?
I don't know if I would bring a kid into that situation though, right? Like into that example, because that's the responsibility of their guardian to be like, wait, are you like mentally capable enough to foresee things that would happen? Like you want to protect, right? And you want to shelter and you want to shield from anything negative.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to minors and stuff, I don't know if they do have a choice, because if I left Taika up to his own devices, he'd probably be dead. You know what I mean? He'd be eating dirt and chewing on rocks and just walking straight into the middle of the street.
He'd probably smell like watermelon all day.
I mean, if he knows how to even get a watermelon. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would bring a kid into that equation, because they just don't have the resources and the mental capacity to understand all that stuff. Yeah. So I don't know if I would say like,
well, like let's say put
they
in
have a
parents
choice.
into play. You know, I bet like a lot of parents don't want their kids to have phones and they don't want their kids to have social media.
Yeah, which I kind of agree with.
But sometimes the parents don't even feel like they have a choice. Sometimes the parents are like, well, fuck, all the kids have phones. And then you ask them like, hey, Lindsay, why'd you get your kid a phone? Because everyone else had a phone. I don't want to feel left out.
Yeah, I don't know though, but they don't feel like they have a choice, but they still have a choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, your kid might resent you or whatever. And you hope to make the correct decision, you know, because you're weighing like, okay, is my kid gonna hate me? But then am I like protecting my child from like potential predators or just mental fucking breakdowns because people are bullying him and he can't escape it?
Yeah.
So they still have a choice. You know what I mean? And I think we all have that choice. Like, how many people do we know that are just like, hey, you know what? I see that, you know, the path that I'm taking right now with my life choices is not a healthy one. I'm going to unplug. I'm going to go and be with nature. I'm going to leave for like a week or two or like travel for a month. And like, you know what I mean? I think it's powerful knowing that you have a choice, but it's also very beneficial to understand as much as you can about yourself and knowing when you're in a good place and in a bad place. And when you're in a bad place, understanding that you're not in a bad place forever. You know? Damn, I could hear you just drinking that.
Yeah. Does it turn you on or not?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll drink some more. But yeah, I think it's just understanding that you have the power of choice, and being in a good place is not forever that, and being in a bad place is not forever that either. Like,
doesn't that suck? Because I think we all want to be in good places forever, you know.
Kind of, right? You would think so, but then if everything's too good, have you watched The Good Place with Kristen Bell?
No.
The Good Place. Okay, so she dies, and then she's admitted into heaven. And this heaven looks like our place, and it's perfect, right? Like everything's on schedule, everything's packaged nicely, everyone looks prim and proper, no one's cussing, it's all positivity. Like, it's what you would think heaven would be like.
Oh, that show. Yeah.
Yeah, The Good Place.
I was thinking about Kirsten Dunst for some reason.
Wait, who's Kirsten Dunst?
The You Got Served chick.
Oh, no, Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, yeah.
Kristen, yeah.
Kristen, yeah. I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like if I'm in this might sound fucking crazy, right? But I feel like if I'm in a good place for too long, I think because I'm human and I've lived on this planet for 30 something years, I'm like already anticipating something bad to happen, you know? But
yeah, it's too good.
But I don't ever think we're ever in a too good of a place, right?
Too good? How can it be things be too good?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have your waves of good and bad, and like the amount of good and bad varies like minute to minute. So you can have like something bad happen. Just you driving on, like, going to work. Like, things could be going good, right? You woke up early, you worked out, you got a shower. Damn, you left 10 minutes. You're going to be early to work. And then boom, there's like an accident or something, or you get in an accident and shit just crumbles and it's bad now. So I think we're constantly like minute, maybe even second by second, like going up and down, up and down.
Damn, I feel like my life's fucking dope and sick as fuck, and it's always fucking good until the random bad thing happens, like once every once in a while.
Oh, so you don't ever feel like any little bad things that like kind of like move you out? Even when we have a fight?
Rare.
Even if we have a fight that doesn't just kind of like get you off track a little bit?
Yeah, it's only you and just the random bad things.
I mean, but that's big for you, right? When we're not good, it's big.
Yeah, I got knocked out by Mike Tyson.
Yeah. What's going on down there? We have a glass table, so I can see when he's scratching his balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I experience more emotions than you do minute by minute.
Maybe it's just because I'm a really positive guy. So like when I see things, it's easy for me to like I hit
flip
traffic.
it.
I'm like, yes, more podcast.
That's awesome.
So I think because of that, like my life is honestly like fucking good.
Yeah.
Like to this morning, right? Because we had to do extra shoots for Barbell for Black Friday. Shout outs. Make sure you go to barbellbrigade.com. We're dropping all kinds of cool shit
What day?
at barbellbrigade.com. Starting a little bit early on Wednesday, November 27th.
Nice.
I woke up and then I was like, fuck, I'm so tired. We slept late last night, because we were talking.
11?
Well, like 12 almost.
11.
And then so I was like, damn it, I only got like 5 hours of sleep. I woke up and I'm like, oh, it's dark outside. I love waking up before the sun. So I'm just like,
I hate waking up before the sun.
So I'm all happy now.
That's
and then
cute.
And then I'm like I went to go poop, and then I turned on the poop light. You know how that pooper has its own light?
No. There's a poop light?
I mean, like, where our toilet is? It's kind of its own room.
Yeah.
So it has its own light in there.
You mean the restroom has light?
Well, our restroom is fucking massive, and there's in different parts. So the bathroom,
toilet room?
the toilet room in the restroom
okay.
has its own light.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I hit that button, and I watched the light just flow into the rest of the bathroom because I walk into their dark because I don't want to wake you up. So I try to minimize all light. And when I saw that flow in, I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Damn.
Yeah. And then I turn that off, and then I turn on the other light, and then I'm like brushing my teeth and just scrolling through Instagram, having like a good time. And then I turn that off, and then I go get my clothes, and I go outside. I'm like, oh, cool. It hasn't rained in a long time. I'm like, oh, wonderful. And I was like, I wonder if I'm going to feel it on my skin. So I walk out, and it goes on my skin. I'm like, oh, this is nice. It's like that.
That's beautiful.
My day literally is fucking rainbows and birds chirping all the fucking time.
That's beautiful.
Until some bullshit happens.
Yeah, give me a second. Aw, damn it. I was trying to cut you off before that. But give me a second because I'm going to introduce our next sponsor.
Our second sponsor is from Manscaped, and they're the best in men's below the belt grooming. And boy, oh boy, I wished I could show you what I've done down there.
I'll vouch for you, babe.
Because you've seen it recently?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. So like we haven't had sex in a while. And then she's like, we're going to have sex. And I was like, oh, I better manscape and clean up.
Thank God.
So I use the Lawnmower 2.0, and they have like this nick and snag free technology.
And I'm happy because I feel so bad for you when you used to do it in the shower with, I don't know what you would use, but I would hear you go, ah, ow, ah. And I'm like, dang, what's going on? I thought the female parts were more complicated.
No, it's way more. Like you got to pull it to the side and do things. And then
yeah,
you know, like,
we do too,
and
bro.
your skin like stretches. And so
yeah,
it gets
we have
caught.
that too.
Oh, okay. Well, so this thing,
okay, maybe it's not that stretchy. I get you.
Yeah, it works really, really good.
It does.
It's super clean.
Very smooth. I like it.
Yeah, and so I'm a big fan. And even I think outside of with your partner, just the times that since I train my ass off, what I've noticed is I don't know why it does this, but like when you're sweating your ass off and when you do have pubes, those pubes turn into a sweatband.
Yes.
So it's all wet, and then like your shorts all wet. So like if you don't have time to shower immediately, like
it stays
your
damp.
whole body is dry except for your nuts for like the whole day. So the fact that when I'm able to cut all that off, and then it's just nice and cool.
You're a little dolphin.
Yeah, I'm a little dolphin, and it feels really good. And what's also dope about Manscaped is they have all kinds of other stuff. So they have like deodorant. They have this thing called the Crop Preserver. It's an anti-chafing ball deodorant moisturizer. So they make all kinds of products to keep the your nether regions feeling awesome. And so if you use the code BEAW, B-E-A-W, at manscaped.com, you get 20% off plus free shipping. So all my ladies out there, you've been trying to hint at your dude to like, you know, be a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, the packaging's really nice.
Maybe
so
you could get gift it.
Yeah.
Manscaped.com. Use the code BEAW. And to all my dudes out there, if you're trying to make your special someone feel really special, and if you want to make your junk look a few inches larger, then shave it off because it looks magical for some reason.
It does. It grows.
It does, right? It's optical illusions. Go to manscaped.com. Use the code BEAW, B-E-A-W.
All right, we're back. Continue the fucking shit talking you are doing. So your life is rainbows and...
Yeah. And then so my life, like even when I pull my hamstring, the minute I pulled it, I'm like, fuck, I'm doing so good in training. I'm finally getting strong again. I'm like, oh shit. Now I have an excuse to train my left leg more. That is the weaker leg. And then so now I've been
That's
doing
awesome.
I've been
That's
doing
fucking beautiful.
I've been doing way more lunges on my left leg. Even when I'm picking up books and stuff, like when I have to bend down, pick up Taika, I'm like left leg time.
Meathead, hashtag meathead.
Yeah, like my life is fucking dope.
Yeah, I think I live in a lot of
At least my perception is dope.
Yeah, I live in a lot of anxiety in my brain.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, wow, this is the first time I had to clear my throat. Oh yeah, progress. I did nothing different.
Good job.
No, I live in a high anxiety state. I'm beginning to realize. I'm constantly
Fuck yeah.
I'm constantly thinking about every single move that I fucking make now. Like it's fucking tiring. Like it really is.
You've been like that though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I've realized.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. I just thought everyone did that, you know? And because I'm so introverted, when I'm around people too, it just fucking goes off, man. Because I'm just like, be normal. Don't say that. Oh, listen to this. Oh, pay attention to that. Oh, no, why did you say that? Oh, no, why did you do that? Oh, no, they're talking to you. Oh, shit, are you interested in it? Like, it's just nonstop in my fucking brain. So, yeah, I wish I can slow down my fucking thoughts and just be like, oh, rainbows and this. I'm just in a constant state of panic and worry all the time in my brain.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why you have those white hairs. Probably stressed the fuck out.
Maybe, man. Maybe. Like, this is the first year that I've been getting side effects of stress. Because before this year, I didn't understand what that stress feeling felt like. You know, because I think I live in such a high anxiety. I'm always like in high anxiety.
I think this year or last year was the first time I ever felt a panic attack too.
No, you felt a panic attack, I think, in like 4 or 5 years ago when we were going through all that barbell shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When there was like a bunch of shifting happening.
But then that one was like a singular event, you know? So I was like, oh, like I think that's pretty normal.
Oh, I see.
But then this
I
one,
don't think I've ever felt that.
Oh, okay. But this one, this one was not a singular event, but it was my first, I guess, panic attack from just a buildup of shit.
Oh.
Which you can't even really put your finger on because if someone's like, what's wrong, Art? I couldn't even go, it's this. Yeah. You know, well, it's like, let me pull 2 years back and just tell you how we got here. It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I saying?
That you felt your panic attack?
Oh, no, a mild today, this year. But no, this is the first year where I felt stress. Like now when I'm stressed, I notice it in my jaw. Like my jaw gets really tight and it feels like I've been like just chewing on something. But my teeth aren't like my jaw isn't closed, but it's just these muscles that are on the side. Whatever
you should get facial massage a little bit more.
Maybe I just need to fucking quiet my brain. I think that's why I used to like smoking pot a lot. Because remember, I didn't smoke it that much and haven't smoked since, oh my God, before I got pregnant. But I liked it because it would it would quiet my brain. And I could focus on one thought at a time.
You know how you just started training again?
Yeah.
Do you like that? Does that quiet your brain?
Not really.
It doesn't quiet your brain? Mm-mm. So when you're like pushed to the limit and you're getting thrashed, your mind doesn't like...
Nope.
It's still going crazy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, I got to keep up. Oh, don't slow down. Oh, look at that person. They're doing more than you. Oh, shit, you're slacking. Oh, like it's nonstop.
What if I punch you in the face? Are you thinking about what kind of cookies you got to bake later?
I'll be like, damn, why did he punch me in the face? Oh my God, was it because of this time? Was it because of that time? Oh shit, what did I do?
What about when you used to play volleyball? You never got in a flow state?
Like, no. I don't think I've ever felt flow state before. Oh, I have felt flow state. Really? And that's only when I can be completely creative.
Yeah, people get flow states and
When
creativity.
I'm creative, oh my God, it's like a fucking symphony. Like I have the flutes over here and the fucking percussion over here, and I'm just like, and it's beautiful. I can orchestrate a bunch of shit.
I think you should do way more creative things, maybe even more than fitness. Because I think what I love about training is that that flow state.
Yeah.
And then so I think when flow state occurs, when something that happens for an hour feels like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's my creative.
Yeah. So I definitely for sure think you need to do that more.
Yeah.
Because that's like my mental break from life. You know, I think everyone always has constant shit to think about, and everyone has a lot of anxiety, and then it's like, oh fuck, I got my fucking ketchup stain on this. Oh, now everyone's gonna see it. Now they're gonna think of it, whatever. Oh man.
Oh my God, are you my head right now?
Maybe you're like, oh yeah, because you like ketchup. But yeah, it's just like everyone's like that, right? But then to be able to have just some peace and quiet in your brain for an hour or two a day, I think it pays dividends, you know. So I think like
I got to do that.
If it takes straight creativity, that might be the way to go. But that's also why I like martial arts so much, because it's martial art. So it's one of the few endeavors that's just as physical as it is creative. And then Jorge Masvidal, he calls all his fights his Picassos.
You love him.
I love him so much, but he's always like, that's my Picasso.
He's a pretty badass.
I signed my name on that Picasso because like when he does work on people, I'm painting the bruises on you.
That's tight.
You know, so I'm like, fuck, that's fucking
That's savage
dope.
as fuck, but that's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just live in fucking high anxiety, so.
I think you need to do more creative stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm too much in my own fucking head. And I don't know how to pull away from that. I don't know how to get out. And I don't know how to tell people, like, help. Oh my God, that sounded so sad. Help me.
Well, I think starting with the flow state stuff,
Yeah.
that's good. But I also
It's
think
hard to start that for me because I'm in such fucking high anxiety that I'm like, I can't leave this. I don't want to drop this. Oh my God, I should be doing this. I should be doing that. I should be doing that. But I think I have to schedule it and just be like, this non-negotiable shit.
I don't even think
this.
you gotta schedule. I think the first time you do a fuck it and do it, because you know how many things have you do fuck it.
I live by fucking.
Yeah,
and
how many things you fucking and do it, and then you're like, oh shit, it's not that bad. You know, even one of the podcast things you listen to, it's like they recommend taking a 2-week vacation, because when you take a 2-week vacation, then you realize, oh wait, are my staff automated? Can they do these things? Are they autonomous? Or are they highly dependent on me?
Yeah.
And now you know, because now when you come back, you're like, oh shit, I need better systems because they depend on me way too much.
Yeah.
Or you're like, damn, my system's really good.
Yeah.
So it is good to take these random breaks. And I think for you, fuck it. I think like you have so much support. Your mom's there. Tyka's a really good kid. Just fuck it. I'm gonna just, hey mom, I'm gonna go fucking draw for 2 hours. See you later. And then you're gonna know how.
Oh, I feel so guilty.
Fuck it. And then you're like, oh man,
Woo.
I feel so good. I mean, that's why your mom's there.
Yeah.
Like the minute your mom comes in, if I was you, and I know you're not a robot like me, I would
No,
every day I'd be standing by the door with Tyka in my hands, and the minute she
That's
comes
horrible.
in, I'll hand it off like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not a robot.
So I'm like, why else
I like
are you
to
here?
connect with people.
Why else
oh
are you
my
here?
God.
No, I still connect.
At what point in standing by the door to hand Tyka and bouncing is there a connection?
After when I come back, then we can connect and relax. But I got some shit to go do.
Yeah. No, I like to make, at least I try. I like to make people, at least my mom, feel very warm.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. But I think you got to say fuck it a little bit more.
Yeah. In 2020, I have a lot of plans.
And then make decisions after the flow state.
Yeah.
Don't make decisions in anxiety state, you know?
Yeah. God, I know.
Yeah, make decisions in the flow state. And then after your first time, go ahead, schedule and make all of them non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Because all of your things are so negotiable, and I think that's not good either.
I know. I'm doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of writing my thoughts down, and I'm doing seminars and listening, and I'm reading fucking books, and I'm really just trying to listen to different schools of thought and just kind of see how I can quiet my brain down a little bit.
And I think the fitness thing.
Did you hear anything that I said?
Yeah.
It sounded like you were just waiting to say your piece.
No.
What did I say? What did I say?
You have a lot of plans for 2020. Seminars, books, writing your thoughts down.
Good job, baby.
What did you just say?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. And then I think, but for the fitness thing, I don't think you have to, because now you know where your flow state lies. I don't think you have to push yourself as hard.
I don't. That's you pushing me hard.
But I think it's really important for people to break a sweat at least 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, I feel good.
Because then all your hormones, and it's a good reset, and endorphins, and it's a natural injection. It's a natural chemical reset without having to rely on outside substance.
Yeah, no, it feels good. It absolutely feels like an accomplishment, and it's like a check mark, you know, because I know I'm doing it. You know, I become more the phlegm is not there when I do it, but no, I just feel more awake. I feel more accomplished. I have like blood flowing through me. Somehow my body changes in my eyes, and I'm like, oh shit, I look better. You know,
it changes drastically.
Yeah, so I feel, and my posture feels better.
Yeah.
Like it's good, but that's definitely not my flow state. For sure it's not, because it's a constant like, go, you're falling behind. Oh, what about the, like, I can't just zero in on shit. I can't.
Have you ever been on a run and you get lost in your thoughts?
No, I'm just fucking cussing out the whole way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fitness is not I think it's very creative for me. I think that's why I like to do a lot of online shopping, even though like I don't like, this is my version of online shopping. I'll look at different things that are like, I'll look at rooms, or I'll look at decor, I look at clothes, makeup, and I'm just in it. I'm zoned in, and then I'll be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get that," and I'll just put it in the cart, and then I don't buy it.
Oh,
and
damn,
I just
shopping is so fucking stressful for me.
Is it? Oh, I love it, because it just to create a space, or like it's just a blank canvas at one point, and someone went in there and drew things. That's their Picasso.
The way I shop is like this. Give me any item.
Give me 6 of those same things if it fits.
No, but give me any item.
Pants.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. I need some pants. I'm like, oh, well, what kind of pants do I need? Is it dark? Is it light? And I go into and I look and I go, okay, these are the brands that fit me. And then I'm like, every time I find a new brand, the next thing I Google is this top competitors, because I always want to cross-reference. So if I find, like, let's say G-Star, oh, I really love G-Star. I'm like, but what else is out there? So I immediately go G-Star, top competitors. Then there's a list. Now I surf all of those things because I hate making mistakes. So I don't want to I don't ever want to buy something and go, fuck, there was that. So I go there, and then I start looking all the other stuff. Then I look at the materials. What is causing these G-Stars to fit so good? Oh, it's this polyester blend.
Oh my God, you're stressing me
Yeah,
out.
and then I go into the polyester, and then I go fucking like crazy. And then so I start searching the materials, and I'm like, what other brands also have this polyester blend like this? And I go more and more and more and more. And like, I get so fucking stressed out. That's why I fucking hate shopping. I hate buying shit. And I just want to buy like one thing that cures everything. That's like my goal all the time.
Yeah, no, it's not like that for me.
That's
at all.
the reason why, like, you know, I sold my Audi recently. And the reason why I chose the truck over the Audi is because that's my cure-all.
Yeah.
I can go off-roading and transport
think about
and being
anything.
dogs and everything. I'm like, oh, that feels so good. But then the Audi is so specific for one niche thing. And I'm like, and that's what even the next car that I do want to get, which is a Tahoe, is even more of a cure-all. Because one thing that the truck can't do now is when we have a big family event, we can only fit pretty much 4 plus the baby seat. So once we get the Tahoe, I can fit way more because it seats everybody else. And I'll be able to use the roof rack, so we can do everything, you know?
Yeah. No, it's not like that for me at all.
It's just how my brain works.
It's just fun. It's just playtime now.
But that's what also makes me a really good researcher. You know,
Yeah.
like you always trust me in my research.
Hell yeah, I give it to you.
Because that's how I research. Anything I find, immediately top competitors for this. And
I
I'm
guess
like,
I do my own research, but just now with what's beautiful to me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I think
Yours is very objective.
you're more of
Mine's
I
subjective.
think you're more of a play state, and I think I'm trying to be like trying to conduct an investigation.
Yeah, no, definitely not me.
So it stressed me out.
Why did I talk about this? What the fuck's going on with my brain?
I think you're talking about how shopping is kind of like a flow state.
Oh
thing.
yeah, absolutely.
What about
Anything.
driving? Is that flow state for you? Because some people say they really love riding motorcycles.
Yeah, I like driving a lot.
Because when they're in there, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just them, the motorcycle, and the road.
Yeah,
And you can't
I can see
text.
that.
You can't, you can't do anything. You're just.
I love it. Yeah, I could see that. I love driving. Driving's never been something where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to drive. Like, it's really rare for me to be like, I don't want to drive. Even if I'm sleepy, this is very bad. But even if I'm sleepy, I'm like, I still want to drive.
I'm almost like, I never want to drive.
Who's always driving with us?
If it's your car, it's you.
True. But I always take my car for the most part because I like driving. I really do. And yeah, it is a flow state for me.
I hate driving, but I like driving with you because I'm going to be your man. I'm like, I'll drive, baby.
Oh, thank you, baby, but I don't mind.
But yeah, but.
You're a lot of a man already. I don't think
Really?
I'm going to, if you don't drive, I'm not going to be like, he's not a man.
Because 99% of the time, the minute you drive, I always want to go, okay, I want to sleep then.
True.
I'm so tired all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see why. You're constantly researching some shit.
Yeah, that's how my brain works. It's always conducting investigations all the fucking time. It's
Yeah.
stressful.
Yeah. Damn, I just want to quiet my brain a little bit. I just want to be at peace. There's just so much going on. And I get it from my mom, I think. 'Cause she's the exact same way, and I think she's a little bit worse than me.
What if you do this? 1 week, no phone.
I could do that.
I think try it. See what happens. Because you don't really need it anymore.
No, I don't.
And if people need to reach you for something,
they could go through you if it's an emergency.
I'll just tell them, hey, you tell me, and then just take a week off your phone, and it might just like, because I think whatever your mom's going through, we have all those plus new considerations like we're talking about.
Oh, like her anxiety.
Yeah, like we just have so much shit we have to consider now. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have to be considering so much. I'm more of a like, what do I really have to consider? You know what I mean? I'm Tyga's mama. I shouldn't have to be like, why am I on Instagram and all that shit so much?
Yeah.
I don't need to be. Feels good just talking about it. I don't think I've ever really acknowledged that I have like so much anxiety in my brain.
Yeah.
You never told me. How come you didn't tell me?
Because you don't listen. What the fuck? I've been trying to tell you, but you're a fucking crazy ass bitch. Can you shut up? And you never go.
That's so rude. That's not what people want to hear.
I know.
God damn. That's so mean. You need to be nicer.
I'm trying to, fine.
Yeah, you need to be nicer.
I could see all kinds. Well, I mean, because I'm caught up in it too. You know, I don't even know. Like, I'm just sitting there and then you start
I'm kidding, by the way.
Okay, but I'm just sitting there
It's not your responsibility.
And then you're just like wearing your ass off and I'm like, what the fuck? Because for me, we're literally in the same situation. And then for me, it's like the rainbow and then these like little birds from like Snow White.
I was thinking Snow White too.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, this is so fucking awesome. And you're literally going.
Absolutely, man. I fucking hate it.
And then whatever you say, like my image goes. I'm like, wait, what's happening?
I'm so sorry.
What's happening?
That's fucked up.
And then I go, but don't you see the rainbow and the birds? And I'm like, bitch, I ain't you. You do shit your way. And I'm like, okay.
Damn. Well, maybe because you said, shut the fuck up, bitch, or whatever the hell you said. You tell me.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably a reaction to you. Fuck, I was gonna say something and I lost it.
I love you too.
Yeah, I love you. No, I was gonna say, yeah, I understand that because my mom makes me feel that way. Because I'm like, for my mom, I'm way more chill than my mom is, believe it or not. And she just goes off, on, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, she just goes off on like, well, what about this? And I'm like, Mom, I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm like, don't even sweat it. Because I can feel her panic and her anxiety kicking in. And for me, I'm like, I don't even think that's a consideration, Mom. Like, it's okay. And I really try to like hear her through it. So I let her say it. But at the end of it, I'm kind of like worn out too. Because I'm just going through the same fucking.
Because you're her tampon. You fucking soak all that shit up.
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
I'm not trying to be her tampon. I'm trying to be the shoulder or like that strong back that she could lean on, you fucking negative Nancy.
No, but you end up being a tampon. You absorb a little bit of it.
I guess. Well, yeah, maybe because I'm weak-minded,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe because I'm weak-minded and I fucking care about her. But this is what I was going to say. When I got my brain scan to see like, how I can improve. Like I'm constantly fucking trying to improve my fucking self. I've been realizing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but it's fucking slow, man. Like, hurry up. Give me better results quicker. But yeah, when I got my brain scanned, he was telling me that there's so much activity at the like frontal lobe of my brain. And he was like, is this something? Because he's not telling you what you should change about yourself. Like, he's not diagnosing you and saying this is what's wrong, therefore you should do this. It's more like, I see this. What do you think about that? Do you like that or do you not? If you don't like it, cool. This is what I can do to help you change that. If you're okay with it, let's leave it alone. That's what he does. What was the name of that place?
Fucking
brain something.
Brainwave or some shit like that.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
So then, yeah, he said there was so much activity going on. He's like, when you get stuck on, he's like, you tend to get stuck on thoughts and you're constantly thinking about something and that part never shuts down. He's like, do you like that? And I'm like, yeah, I think I kind of like that because I feel like it keeps me on check a lot of the time. Because like I feel like when I slack off is when I do dumb shit. But then now I'm thinking maybe when I'm overthinking some stuff is when I do dumb shit too. Because initially I was like, nah, I don't want to shut that down because I like that I think so much. Because there's times where I'm stuck in a situation or a problem and I'm like just thinking and I tend to work it out. But now I'm like, fuck, man, do I kind of want to shut it off a little bit? Because he was like, I do see this in high-level CEOs. Not that I'm calling myself a high-level CEO, but he's like, I do see this in them a lot. And they like that because they're constantly like troubleshooting or trying to grow different segments of the business or just trying to start new businesses. So they like a lot of that. And for me, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I kind of want that. But now I'm like, fuck, man, just shut up a little bit. Like, shit.
I don't like ruminating too much. I want.
I don't know how
answers.
to not
I
do
want.
it.
When you used to do math homework, what type? Did you show your work? Were you that kind of person? You double check over and over and over?
Have you seen how I text? I don't. I don't double check a lot.
So that means you only ruminate over certain things.
Yeah, certain things that I find important.
Oh, I see.
I love doing math equations because I like the step by step, and I like seeing how you arrive to something, which is what happens in my brain.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I love it
because like based on how the way your brain works, I'm like, I bet you're one of those step by step.
I love it. Yeah, I love seeing things start from like a confused state or zero or nothing, and then building towards something, and then seeing the end result. And I like seeing.
In terms of math, I'm the way opposite.
You just like writing the answer.
Yeah, that was my like. If I had to add steps or whatever or show my work, I felt like I failed. I'm like, I want to go, bam, and the teacher goes, "How the fuck you do that?" I'm like, "Just check it, magic, huh? Booyah, get on my face."
Wow, no, for me, I was like, "Look, this is how you do it. This is how you do it." Yeah, that was me.
I like skipping steps all the time, so I think that's why I hate ruminating.
Oh,
So I hate going like, oh, I don't want to think about it over and over, so I just want to like, here you go. Get out of here.
For me, because if I don't ruminate, then when I confront that again, then I'm gonna have to think about it all over again. And for me, I don't want to think about it ever again because I thought about it so much that when it happens again, I'm like, cool, easy peasy, boom, 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 done.
Oh, I see.
That's why I like systems a lot.
I love systems too.
Yeah, I like creating it, and then if it's good, then I'm like, tight. Don't think about that anymore. Next thing.
Yeah.
Because then if I don't have a system, then I'm like, fuck, it's happening again and again and again. How fucking annoying. And I have to think about it again. I hate it.
Yeah.
Because I thought about it so much that I'm like, we're done. I think that's why I can move fast from different situations. Because I stay thinking about it for so fucking long that once I've come to my conclusion, then I'm like, cool, moving on.
It seems like you like it then.
Sometimes. I guess everyone's superpowers are also their super unpower.
Yeah, the kryptonite or whatever.
Yeah, it is a
weakness.
kryptonite. Yeah. Because I like it, but then I guess when it's not convenient for me, I fucking hate it. But on average, I don't know, maybe because I'm not in a good place right now, I'm like, I fucking hate it. Because I'm so tired of thinking.
Of over and over and over and over.
Yeah, man, because I'm trying to think of different angles and look at things differently, where I'm like, oh, God, I'm so tired. I don't want to think about it anymore. Can I just be like, fuck it all? Yeah.
What if you just tie an anvil to your ankle and jump in the ocean?
I thought about that, and that's what we started off this conversation with, remember?
No, but then if you're drowning, you think you'll still be thinking all about those same things? Or would you be like, oh shit.
In the moment, I'm trying to live.
I need to swim a little bit.
Yeah, in the moment, I'm trying to live, but once I'm on land, and I'm like, cool, how do I avoid that from ever happening again? I think about that for a fucking long time. Then all the other shit that I was already thinking about that I didn't solve has to come back and resurface. And I'm thinking of all that all over again. So it doesn't really help.
You know what's the craziest thing about scuba diving? It's like literally
everything is crazy. It's fucking crazy about it. Are you kidding me?
It's like the most stressful Zen moment you'll ever experience.
I don't know if I can agree to that.
Because when I'm
thinking about it, yeah. I can already go.
Because when I'm in the water, I'm just floating, right? And when you're in the ocean and like fish don't have emotions, like
Did you just turn surfer a little bit? Yeah. You're like, when you're in the ocean.
Maybe, yeah.
I like was expecting a bro.
Yeah. When you're in the ocean, bro, yeah. The fishes, they don't have emotion. Because no one's smiling, you know? No one's like, you don't see a fish like this.
Some of them are.
Like this.
Yeah.
They're just all like just chilling. So like you're just floating. Like you feel weightlessness for once in your whole life, and then you're just floating, right? And then you're like, "Fuck, this is so fucking peaceful." And you're going, and then you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm literally breathing through a tube right now."
Wow,
like,
bro.
Like if I pull this shit out of my mouth,
I die.
I'm dead because there's also 50 feet of water above me.
God damn.
So I don't even know if I have enough breath to go up there. If anything happens,
how long does it take you to get to 50 feet? Like how much time?
So here's the thing where if you're going down with a scuba tank filled with a nitrogen oxygen mix, you can't just sprint to the top because you'll get nitrogen poisoning.
Oh Lord.
So there's steps you have to go, you know, and then let your body acclimate and then let the nitrogen.
How long does it take for your body to acclimate?
I I forgot.
Is it like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yeah, like 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not a good scuba diver person. But like
you literally did it on your own just once. It's okay.
I know, but the nitrogen, like it's not something your lungs can metabolize, so it has to get absorbed in your body and then released through the skin and stuff like that. So that's why you got to sit there and then let your body kind of absorb it and go.
Damn, that's so interesting. I feel so sorry for the people that didn't know to do that in the beginning.
Oh yeah, there's so much trial and error. It's so crazy. But yeah, but it's one of the most stressful and peaceful things. And I think that's why I like it. You know?
You like high stress a lot, huh?
I think it calms my ADHD, I realized. Like, you know, when I got my brain scan, the guy is like, "Oh fuck, you have ADHD bad." But he's also like, "But you're also the most still person." Cuz you know, they don't during the test they don't tell you this, but it measures how much you even twitch and how much like you're going like this with the mouse.
Yeah, because there's a test that you take, and literally this test is so damn, I don't know, is it tedious?
It's mundane.
It's mundane, but it's also kind of tedious.
Kind of tedious, yeah.
Because you're sitting, so imagine computer from like 1994, and the software looks like it was in 1994, and it's this lady's voice, and she just says either 1 or 2. And when she says it, you see the number 1 or 2, or sometimes she won't say anything and you just see a number 1 or 2, and it's what is it?
Like mixed up.
Yeah, like it's mixed, and your only goal is to click the mouse every time you hear or see the number 1. So it's literally that goes 1, 2, 2,
yeah, or you see it like 1,
2.
Yeah, you gotta
click
it.
Yeah. So that's the test, and it's 10 minutes long of just staring at the screen and clicking it.
So you're just clicking, and then what they don't tell you, because that's how they conduct a proper experiment, is how all the other tests that they're running on you, so that you don't try to game the system. So the other one, he says that the other test we're running is how much people are like fidgeting during the thing, and when there's no stimulus, I don't fidget at all, which he thought was insane. But he says I have ADHD, because when there is stimulus, I'm hyper firing, and then when there's no stimulus, he's like, I'm the most still zen person in the world. He's like, I've never seen. He's like, it's like literally like I'm dead, because most people will still go once, you know, like they're waiting between stimulus. You're like,
Confirmed. You're a fucking robot. It's been confirmed, everybody. You guys heard it here. Bart is a fucking robot.
Why?
Oh, shit.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
Damn.
Robot with tears.
Yeah, you do cry. You cry at the appropriate times.
Yeah.
So you're not a robot.
Good job. I cry at the appropriate times.
Boo hoo. Boo hoo. Boo hoo.
Yeah.
Tear duct container is running low.
Yeah. But I think because I have such high ADHD, I think that's why I like stressful things. I think for once, because there's an actual real stimulus, it makes those thoughts go away, and I finally get to like.
It's like someone slapping you. Then, like, hey, pay attention.
Yeah,
but it's the circumstances are slapping you.
Yeah, like when I'm scuba diving, it's so peaceful, you know, just like. Or if I'm like doing some strenuous activity, or when I'm like texting and driving, it's like, oh, it's so peaceful finally, versus just driving. I need to text, drive, listen to a podcast.
I know sometimes we'll meet at the office. Like today we drove separately, and then we go home separately, but we're like right behind each other. And then I get an alert, because I have notifications every time you post.
Yeah.
And then I get an alert mid like freeway drive that you've posted, and it's this long
it's
fucking.
the fattest caption in the world.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I feel like texting you and just yelling, or not texting you, but calling you and just yelling at you, because it's connected Bluetooth. So I'm still pretty safe, but I'm still not that
but
safe.
But if I don't text, I'm gonna crash. That's the thing. My ADHD is crazy. Like, I'm literally editing a fucking photo. On my brightness, saturation, contrast.
That's horrible. You're making me so fucking nervous right now. Don't tell me that shit.
But that's how my ADHD is. If not that, I'm going to be staring at other shit.
How did you do it before phones? Because you were driving before a phone.
I was probably driving horribly, staring at shit.
I mean, you didn't crash then.
I used to carry drumsticks. Remember that in my car?
Oh, then do that.
And I'd play drums
That's
on the
better
steering wheel.
than editing, but you're still looking ahead. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna end this podcast because my anxiety is just fucking ramping back up. Okay.
I'm so sorry, but my ADHD is just. I mean, like you've seen me vlog and ride bikes. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, but no, we're gonna end it here. Okay.
Really?
So yeah,
It's not because our time's up.
I mean, it's not. You want to keep talking? We can keep talking.
Our time is up. I just saw.
Oh well, I don't know. It's up to you.
Oh, fine.
I do whatever you want to do. All right.
All right.
Okay, but yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you again to our sponsors.